This is the video where we're going to try to get this car fired up for the first time with the brand new 393 stroker motor. Pretty badass little build as we got some of the new TrickFlow 227 heads on here. Pretty big 600 lift camshaft in it as well. So it's July 4th. Let the fireworks begin with this, right? We're going to be chopping some trees down with this one. I can smell them headers are hot, boy. But we got a lot of work to do. We're gonna get the parts off the floor. Got a little bit of assembly. We're gonna little things of getting things hooked up and wired correctly. And by the end of the video, you should hear the 393 fire for the first time on the 387 Stroker's tune. As we got a lot of muffler videos that we wanna get back into with a whole 3-inch exhaust, this thing's gonna sound unique and it's gonna sound badass. Got a lot of work to do. Let's go. All right, so one of our first orders of business to get this thing rolling is to get the fuel rails on it and to test these injectors. First, we gotta see if it's clicking. And next, like I said, this works pretty good with the stock injectors too. Now I'll do this to all 8 injectors to make sure they're firing, and then we'll get them set into the black car and know that they work, and we're not gonna have any problems. Now, I don't normally get a chance to work on the car outside very much, so we're gonna get into the shade here for the next few hours and enjoy the weather here in Ohio, because you know, Lord knows we don't have very good weather at all. Enjoy the sun and get our shit off the jack stands. Now, I know we've been lacking some motivation around here to get this car done, and I do apologize to you guys because everybody's been waiting to hear this thing get fired up. And to be honest with you, I have been a little bit procrastinating. But we talk about this stuff on the live stream all the time. You got to budget time, family, and money. It's been super busy with us here in June and July with racing, with the kids, getting things done here in the shop. But that's what we're here to do today in the video. Trying to keep you guys inspired and trying to keep you guys motivated. Even with the time I don't have, we're going to get this thing figured out. I'm not going to talk a whole lot during the install, just going to show little bits and pieces of it. Now we run the power steering relocation bracket, pretty much tightening up the front of this motor with the hoses, working our way to the top and the wiring. When I tell you it's one piece at a time, and when you're getting your shit off the jack stands, I mean, we got pretty motivated here at the beginning of the video by just starting with like one bolt with the thermostat housing. Now we're getting, you know, you gain a little momentum when you're building these cars, or any car at that matter, and you know, you get to the point to where you just keep rolling. You know what I mean? We keep rolling. Things are, you know, flying onto the car now, and we're getting places that we need to go to get this thing fired up. Let's get back at it. Starting to look like an engine. We're starting to put these fuel rails on. We got a couple other bolts we have to do down here in the front of the accessories, but these are the TrickFlow made by Aeromotive fuel rails that are for this style intake. So we're gonna go ahead and put this on now and get them all mounted up. But this is the TrickFlow intake that's pretty much port matched for the 227s, and here's the fuel rails that we're using right now. This seated pretty good. We're just gonna go ahead and stick the mounting hardware in here and be done with it. Got a couple more bolts we got to do. Like I said, we're starting to look like a motor. Damn, look at the ports. Huge. This thing's gonna be badass, man. That's for sure. We got some of the front accessories all done. We're gonna put the belt on, got the hoses, fuel rails, got to do some fuel lines, put this hat on real quick. There's a lot still here to do, but it's just a lot of knick-knack shit just to get it kind of set up. We're ready to fire it as soon as we get an opportunity. Okay, we did quite a bit of modifying. There's a lot of stuff that we have to go through. We had to modify the IAC here because it's so close to these tall valve covers, and we actually had to cut our bracket. We're gonna find out tomorrow when I get longer 10 mil bolts to use with the spacers. Outside of that, a lot of little things. Again, it's starting to look like an engine, but we're gonna wait till tomorrow to finish this up. Got about another hour or so. Okay, so we're on like day 3 of us trying to get this car put back together, and all I'm doing is kind of the knick-knack bullshit, like the TPS and IAC and hooking up some of the fuel rails. But pretty much the last things we have to do outside of that is put the plugs on, and we're just gonna run the Autolite 3923s. They're already gapped at like 35 thousandths out of the box. Just put the cap and rotor on and give it a fire. I'm gonna probably put some fluid into it We'll see if it fires first. I think the last thing we're going to hook up is the throttle body cable. I'm going to end up modifying, and I've already cut the bracket, but I'm going to end up modifying it to make this fit on this actual throttle body with the setup. So pretty happy to get this far. It's July 4th, so let the fireworks begin with this, right? We've been waiting for a long time, and I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I just want to hear this thing fire up. Okay, so all of our efforts in this past, I don't know, 6-8 months are going to come down to this. I'm pretty sure we got everything hooked up. We don't have the throttle cable hooked up just yet because I have to get a couple studs. I'm going to have to set the TPS, so we're going to fire this without a couple things being done. We're going to have to fill this up, so I don't want to fire this up without having at least some water in the block. We have to do a starter check here in a second, and we're going to have to prime the fuel rails to make sure we don't have any fires, because I mean, nobody wants no fireworks on 4th of July that has to require burning down an engine, right? So let's give that a shot real quick. Let's check the starter, make sure it's we got power. No fuel just yet. So that's definitely a good sign. It's rotating over, ready to fire. Now we're gonna put the fuel pump relay back in and see if we have any leaks in our fuel rails. So we'll find out that here in a second. A lot of things can go wrong right now, but we're gonna hope that none of that really is an issue. You know, this is a good problem when you start filling a radiator up with the antifreeze. So I like to do like a 50-50 mix of distilled water and pure strength or antifreeze, whatever. So now I got a little bit of water in the block. I'll go ahead and probably just give it a fire, check the fuel rails. I don't see any leaking. And here we go. Go ahead. Ready? Yep. Wait. Maybe not in time. Some water in the block, and yeah, got a couple more things we're going to tweak out real quick, but got the first starter already ready to go. Got some So we finally got the thing fired up and it sounds amazing. This thing's gonna be a monster. Just the sheer compression and the way this thing runs. We decided to take it out and break the motor down today, but we're not gonna do that in this video, as a new motor needs to be broken properly and then the oil changed right after. But we're gonna save that for another video, so stay tuned for that. We'll leave you with a little bit of cam chop before we left the driveway, just to give you a little prep for the next video. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. Check out that join button to become a member of the channel today, as I appreciate all my members who support the channel. Outside of that, I appreciate you watching. I love y'all. We'll see you in the next one.